All right, thank you guys for joining us. Night Guy here with Tiger Ninja. Looks like the weather is clearing up a little bit, so we're going to be doing some training soon. Definitely going to be training regardless. I don't know if we'll be able to record. Hopefully the rain doesn't ruin the videos, but we're going to give it a shot. As far as training in the elements and the rain goes, I recommend doing it whenever you can. Yes, it is dangerous, but, you know, you're never going to learn if you don't train. You're never going to exceed if you don't push yourself. Anyhow, let's get right to the video. I'm going to be stepping in the frame here. We're getting ready to go out back and hit up our training. I have some of my new gear on. I got the new cut-proof shirt that I'm using as a substitute for the gambeson. I have my medieval gears coat of plates on. Finally got to sport it on. Feels pretty good. I don't think it's going to limit my movement. I think we're ready to go. You know, chainmail shirt underneath. Tiger Ninja's ready to go. I'm glad he came over because I couldn't get this on without his help. And let me tell you, that's the reason why I'm such a big fan of chainmail, because literally the only armor and equipment I could really put on my own would basically be a chainmail shirt, coif, some bracers, and, yeah, my padded gear, and a helmet. That's really it. But with him, I was able to suit up fully. He's not done yet, but he's kind of showing off, you know.
The chainmail. It's got a chainmail on, the gambeson underneath is what I normally put on under my armor. I'm going to throw over what our coat of plates, or our...
it's a coat of plates, essentially.
Yeah,
a vest of plates.
Vest of plates, kind of motorcycle gear substitute there.
Yeah, you've seen it. You might have seen it in our other videos. We mentioned it before. But we're going to finish shooting him up. The point of today is we're going to go into the weapons we're going to be using. Also, got the new helmet. Did a video on this one, new medieval helmet. If you want to check it out, a little review. Now I'm going to actually use it in combat. A lot of people don't recommend these because there's not a lot of face protection. But I think between the coif, the arming cap, the helmet, and my little mask, I'm pretty covered up. So anyways, that's for the defensive portion. We got to cover our hands still. Yeah. But we'll mention more of the hand protection as we're training. Let's get into the weapons. I think for today, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it all two-handed base weapons. And let's go right ahead, and we're going to start with great swords. This will be one of the great swords we're using here. Nice and tall. They say a great sword should normally be as tall as you, if not taller. But I think these will work, you know, to get an idea. I guess you could still kind of say they're really just big, long swords. You let me know in the comments what you think of historical accuracy. I think this thing is kind of big to be considered a long sword. But then again, what do I know? I mean, look at the crossguard on that. Anyways, I love this particular piece. I got to get the chance to do a good review on this one on another time. This is a spring steel blade. Really, really nice. Peened on the end and everything. It's ready to go. Let me know if you want to see a review on this one.
Love the crossguard on this one.
Yeah, this one is more designed like...
I think this is a claymore.
Yes, you got it. It's typically called the claymore. I don't know how accurate that is in regards to, you know, Braveheart or anything of that nature, or William Wallace. But they call it the claymore design. I don't think it's the most accurate, but I do like this piece. This is a little bit of a stiffer blade. It's not peened, it's definitely welded, but this is pretty solid, a little bit heavier.
Solid. It's definitely beefy. I think this is the Dragon Killer?
No, that's not my Dragon Slayer. That's not the one called the Dragon Slayer. That's the one behind you that's on the wall. But that's bladed. We're not training with that.
We need to give this one a nickname.
Yeah, we got to come up with a name for that one.
The Wallace. Oh.
I guess you call it the Wallace. What I like about this one, this is a little bit of a stiffer blade. It's not a spring steel like the other one was. And we'll get more into that, the differences between spring steel and stiff blades. Me, personally, I tend to prefer a stiffer blade. Some people like the springier steel. Anyways, let's move right along. This will be, for our first opening, we're going to start with the great swords. I say next, we should go into pole arms, essentially, or pole axes. You guys may have seen this one before. I've definitely used this one in training before in a few videos. Go ahead and check it out. It still has some significant damage on it, but it's holding up, my little self-fabrication job. However, recently, I put together another one.
This one right here.
It was a zealot axe, is what it was called. However, it had the same problem as the previous axe did, in which they just did such a lousy job gluing the axe head onto the shaft of the original handle that just after use it broke off. It was called the Zealot axe. I did do some videos with it in its original configuration. So if you want to check those out, just look up Zealot Axe. Here is the handle that it originally had came with. If you can kind of imagine it right there. I did really like the wrap job. You know, you could kind of put your hand in there and it gives you a little more leverage. So I'm thinking I might still use this as a club in a different video. Let me know what you guys think about clubs as medieval weapons. But this is going to be the other pole axe that we're going to be using. I'm not sure which one Tiger Ninja wants to give a whirl, but we'll let him choose. So stay tuned. We'll definitely be using those in a second. Mm-hmm. And then to finish off, our final weapons for the day is going to be our traditional bread and butter. We're big fans of the two-handed longsword, and that's what we're going to go with. I will be using my personal favorite here. Did a review on this one, the Tinker Hanway Bastard Sword, Practical Sword is the official name of it. Showed it off before, so I'm not really going to get too much into that. Nice spring steel blade, nice and long, rounded for safety. If you want, go ahead and check out the review on this one, see more details on it. But you will see me using this quite frequently, and I give this one a very high rating. However, before I got this one, there was another one that I had, which is actually Tiger Ninja's current favorite.
This one is pretty good. This was more than pretty good. This one's faithful right here.
Honestly, I would just call this one a jobber, because it didn't have a name when I got it. I saw it on a rack, and
I love that name though.
Yeah, I was in the flea market actually. I saw it on a rack, and I could tell they didn't really know what they had. Essentially, now no, it's not the most elaborate, fanciest sword in the world, but what I mean by they didn't know what they had is the durability that it offers.
Yes, this is extremely durable. I've deflected the Dana Axe a couple times with this one.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, it doesn't look like the greatest wall hanger, no. There's not any elaborate design. The pommel's very simple.
Very humble design here.
Exactly, but that's what I liked about it. It seemed like it'd be a good sword to beat up.
Design because you're dead if you're facing it.
Not to mention, it is very hard to get long swords with the proper handle length, and I love the handle length on this particular sword here. It is a little bit heavy, but the balance, the way it's balanced out, just works perfectly.
What do you think? Handle.
You use that one a lot more than I do now.
Yeah, the length of the handle is great for managing that extra weight you talked about. So the leverage really gives you a lot of room to maneuver, to do techniques, to just basically just general sword play with this handle. Also the shape of it, it's a little square. It's not as ergonomic as this one. But
yeah, I can see that.
I find that with all my hand protection, this small handle does definitely fit in the hand better.
All right, so there you heard it. Those are the three primary weapons. We got some new armor and gear. We're going to be giving it a test. We're going to be training out in some harsh elements today. Wind is pretty rough. Might be some rain coming down, but that's not going to stop us. We're going to go ahead and get to it. Thanks for joining us.